After Nusrat Ghani alleged that she'd lost a ministerial job because she was a Muslim, there was one MP desperate to go out and defend the Tory party. It's Michael Fabricant.
As you say, the timing is interesting. It's not only, I think, open season on the Whip's office. I think far more importantly, all this is because it's open season on Boris Johnson and putting pressure on him from the party to try and get him to resign, which I think is all very, very sad. Look, prejudice of any kind in modern Britain is pretty pathetic. It was pathetic 100 years ago. It's even more pathetic now when this sort of thing happens. But, ministers, they come and they go. Sometimes it's because you want to refresh the ministerial team. Sometimes it's because they were useless. Sometimes because they're just average and mediocre and you want to put somebody else in. I think the whole thing actually stinks, the accusation being made by Ghani. I mean, for her to say that someone had said it's because she's a Muslim, I mean, she's hardly someone who's obviously a Muslim. I mean, I had no idea what religion she is. I mean, the Labour MP, Keith Vaz, who was of South Asian origin, he actually, I do know, because we discussed it, he's no longer an MP, but he was a Goan Christian. Yeah. And others are Hindus and others are Muslims and whatever. But with her, it wasn't apparent. So it does seem rather a lame excuse to me that she claims that she was sacked because of that. And frankly, there is the timing, as you say, is very suspicious.
So according to Michael Fabricant, Ghani couldn't have suffered Islamophobia because she's, quote, hardly someone who's obviously a Muslim. And he goes on, by the way, another South Asian person I know is a Christian. Ash, what did you make of that defence from Michael Fabricant? Will Boris Johnson be thanking him for going out and defending him that way?
Michael Fabricant is a boob. I'm sorry, that's all there is to it. Here is somebody whose sole job in politics is to go onto the radio, go onto the TV and say the most ignorant thing that pops into his little bird brain. And I think that it is indicative of the sickness within our political media and the sickness within politics that he has a public profile with which to do so. Any competent interviewer, which of course excludes Andrew Pierce, would have talked about the fact that you don't have to be obviously Muslim to experience Islamophobia. I'll give you one example. My grandmother, who doesn't wear the hijab, who was actually born a Hindu, when we were outside a service station after having just gotten into Wales, me and my friends were coming out with a coffee and I witnessed a bunch of, guys in a car yelling jihad and terrorist at her. Now, what evidence did they have that she was Muslim? Have they ever heard her make her salat? No. Did they know that she converted to Islam to marry my grandfather? No. It was that they saw a South Asian woman. So you don't have to be so-called visibly Muslim in order to experience Islamophobia. If you did, then Hindus, Sikhs, South Asians who have other religions, they would never have experienced Islamophobia in their lives. So it's breathtakingly ignorant. But then again, Michael Fabricant knows what he's talking about when it comes to the matter of performative ignorance. This is a man who tweeted an image of Sadiq Khan, a big inflatable Sadiq Khan, having sex with a pig. He then claimed that he didn't know that there was a pig in this image. This is somebody who has only been able to get away with being this stupid and insulting the public's intelligence because he has been allowed to do so. So I almost don't want to judge Michael Fabricant. The man is a boob. The man is an ignoramus. The man is totally unfit for public office of any kind. But he has one, and he is able to come onto the radio and spew his nonsense thanks to the media that we have.